In your opinion, how can we practice the Zikr in the light of the Holy Quran? كان سؤال الأخ الكريم يسأل من حضرة أمير المؤمنين رأيه الشخصي حول القيام بذكر الله سبحانه وتعالى في ضوء تعليم القرآن الكريم.
First of all, what is the meaning of Zikr? Without understanding it, how can you perform it? The most important meaning of Zikr is the Quran itself. Zikr is the book. So when you read it, you do Zikr. Then Zikr Rasulah, Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who is Zikr personified. So you remember him and contemplate over his character, and that is also Zikr. Because he had lost his own self in the love of God so completely that when you look at him, you look at some attribute of God is displayed in him, as best as it can be displayed in humans. So this is the true Zikr. The other azkar which people have made, Sufis have done, they are just an attempt on their part. You cannot condemn the attempt, but whatever is short of these two azkar, less than that, is definitely not the Zikr which the Holy Quran reminds you of. The best Zikr is the Quran. The best manifestation of the Zikr, living manifestation, is Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So read the Quran, contemplate on it, and you do Zikr. Love Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and try to understand his attributes, his habits, why he did that, why he did that, why he did not do that, and so on and so forth. Try to read things underneath his sayings, the profound wisdom which is in every expression which he made, every statement which he made. So then you will be led to God, because he is wasila, and Zikr is wasila. So when you do this Zikr, then of course you get closer to God. And another wider meaning of Zikr is الَّذِينَ يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا وَعَلَى جُنُوبِهِمْ وَيَتَفَكَّرُونَ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. The Holy Quran has explained itself the meaning of Zikr in the general terms. Those who love God, and when you love somebody, only then you do this Zikr which is mentioned in the Quran here. If you fall in love with somebody, you keep thinking of him and trying to mention him somehow. At every excuse, you say, oh yes, this is like that, There was somebody who loved his child so much that all his calendar began with the birth of that child. Anything happens, he would mention his child. When that child was born, 100 years before him, this happened. When that child was born, 20 years after him, this happened. So he could not remain without mentioning his child. And some people cannot remain without mentioning their fathers and forefathers in their glory. So the Holy Quran also speaks of this. Says, remember God like you remember your Abba, or Ashadda Zikra. Fall in love with God and take pride in Him. So this second point of pride also is covered by the Zikr. But he tells me the time is over. So from tomorrow, inshallah, we will take up the translation of this bit and start into other questions, enter in the new questions.
قد انتهى الوقت المحدد لهذه الحلقة. سأقدم لحضراتكم إن شاء الله ترجمة ما قاله حضرة أمير المؤمنين في لقاء الغد. شكرا على حسن المتابعة، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.